I found these in the back corner of the workshop. Two Hoover Junior 119s. Both quite tatty, I won't lie. One slightly worse than the other. Let's see if we can do something about it and get at least one nice-ish working machine. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Two Hoover Junior 119s, one actually completely smashed, one not bad at all, and I think this is the one that we're going to try and build something nice out of. I think first we need to see if it actually runs. So let's drop the cable, and I can already see some tape on this cable, so we'll peel that off, and that's just an outer sheath, that's fine. In fact, there's lots of tape on this cable, gosh. Is this RCD plugged in there? Let me just plug this safety device in that I've found just in case. Oh no, that's not a safety device, it is a power meter, so I might die here. That works fine. I can't check this one because it is missing its entire rear end and has this rather knackered Hoover blue cable. It's also got, they've both got pattern bags, although this one looks slightly nicer than this one, which is one of those horrible vacuum cleaner bags which I never really like. So we might see if we can swap the bags around. Ah, the tea lady's here. Thank you very much. And fit the nicer bag, but I think first we need to get this cable off and see if we can find a slightly nicer replacement. Because there's tape everywhere, which is never a great sign, but then again never a bad sign either, because it normally doesn't really cover up anything too bad. Oh. Let's see what we can do. Get rid of these bags for a second. Go through Mr. McGrain's toolkit to find the bits we need, because I have no idea where anything is. And we'll see if we can tidy this old thing up a little bit. Which does work well, it doesn't need too much. So we'll take out the handle screw, like so. Pop that by my cup of tea. Oh, there they go. Put those there. We'll give this a bit of a clean. It has a non-genuine handle grip on it, but it's better than the other one. Look at the other one. The other one is a genuine handle, but I think we'll be better off without that, really. So we'll clean that off. We'll take this bottom one off because it'll be a lot easier to work with without both handles. There we go. Give this a clean up. They're not bad. They'll never be minters, but they could be users. Oh gosh. Whatever's on there isn't very nice. I'll get rid of that. Now, onto the machine. Now, reason I want to use this one for parts is because it has its proper belt cover, which although is a little bit rusty, it's the early one with the red writing, rather than this one which just has a sticker for a Hoover logo. So we'll pop that on there. Oh, thank you, Wash Lady. You're an assistant today. It's great. So we'll get the dust off. For a start, just floss that bit there, because the dust always goes down there. Bakelite needs a very good polish, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Really. Could be a surprise for Mr. Hooverlux whenever he comes back from having his shower. Oh. His servant's very friendly though. I like her. Right, underneath. Well, this one's bent in a little bit. Come on. Ooh. Come on, show all the lovely boys and girls how you can come up. Aha! That's got you. Oh, this hasn't been off in a long, long while. A long, long while indeed. Oh, blimey. Ow, ow. Ooh, that's not very happy. But now all the crud that held that on can come out, and we can see what the actual motor sounds like. Where's the plug I have? Here it is. That's actually fine. All the horrible noise was from the brush roll itself, which is very good because it's a lot easier to fix. And we'll just clean. Yeah, this has been restored-ish in a previous life, and it's not too bad. Not horrific, anyway. Give these a clean. Every time I touch them, they're disgusting. We need a new cable really, but I'll have to see if I can find something for it. That will do for now. We'll see if by the end of the video I can't conjure up a new bit of cable. Right, let's pop that here. Now I did have some bearings somewhere in my bearing box, so we'll look for those in a second. But let's just take the brush roll apart. Ooh. We're going to need some different tools. Hang on. So the lovely Albanian cleaning lady has found me some parts. So we have a very nice braided flex. We'll put that safely up there. A big assortment of belts. We'll put those there as well. Because we were sorting out the brush roll. And I have the world's smallest hammer. Much smaller than my usual fare, so hopefully we can crack out this. Oh, I need the big pliers for this to grip the rod. Oh, thank you, Beryl. That's better. Ooh. There we go. That's probably well, I've got this wasn't sturdy. That's possibly why this wasn't running to its full capacity. After all, gosh. Because this is all full of hair, and all we want off of it really is the remains. I don't think we even need those. This is a spacer washer. But these are the older style 2-part bearings. And that is the top cover of said bearings. We might be able to fix these and not need new ones after all. We'll see how we get on. Now where's my little screw? Ah, here we go. Stanley knife. Cut all of the gritted, matted rubbish off. And we'll see if we can reuse these original bearings. Because that would be nice, wouldn't it? Be a bit careful because I don't fancy finding out what Grantham General Hospital is like this weekend. There we go, that will probably do us. Now let's try and get the other one out. I think the best way to do this is, I need that smaller screwdriver again, because I need to try and get these end caps out. And this might be the do or die bit here, because these may not come out very easily. Let's try the other way. Let's try and tap them out this way. If I can just get this rod in. Used a better hammer. There we go. Then we don't have to take these Bakelite end caps out, and because they're Bakelite they do like to snap, which is obviously very annoying. So there we go. Yes, these are the original bearings. They're just full of caked on crud. There we go, look, lovely. Now, I don't think Mr. Hooverlux will have a bath of petrol to clean these up in, so we shall squirt some WD-40 in just to clean it off. And where's the dirty cloth that I have ruined already? We'll clean it up with that. There we go. Now I'm going to be perfect. They spin now, which is more than they did before. So there we go. Let's get the caked on crap out of there, like so. Ooh. Go get the fancy pot of grease. You can tell when a man doesn't use his grease because the pot isn't destroyed, as it so normally is. Oh, you've got to push it down, haven't you? There we go. Fire a little bit of grease into here. That's way too much, but hey ho, that'll do. And then these caps simply pop on, and they now spin quite nicely, which is good. Grease up these. Like so. Pop its end cap back on, and that is fixed. Clean the wobble washers because they always help matters, and they're all nice and clean. One, two. There we go. And then we can put one of those in. We'll fit the bearing. Oh, I've just got to double check which way round I am, because obviously it only goes in one way and it is that way, so I want the flat end, which I have got. Marvellous. I'll pop that in there. Wait until, this is always very fiddly. There we go, gotcha. Put the wobble washer in this end. hopefully, he says, oh, drop that, come on. I've now got to try and even out the axle so that both of the end caps go on. Oh, where did that go? Uh-oh. We've lost the end cap. Be right back. Found it. Where were we again? Ah, yes. Hoping this bearing isn't sitting in properly. What have I done? Why don't you sit in properly? Come on, you came out properly. Sit back in, please. Aha. There we go, like that will loosen itself up quite nicely. Ooh, the next thing we need to do is get old Smashy Smash out. Because the brush strips on old Smashy Smash are actually better. Ow. Let's take it out before I go and kill myself. Oh, come on. It's not like there's lots of people waiting for... Really? Gosh, this isn't going very well, is it? Oh well. Ah. This screwdriver fits better than the small one. 1, 2. I used to say this Brushroll might be slightly better, but we got this one. We shall stick with it. They are ever so slightly longer. And ever so slightly is good enough in this instance for what we want to do. He says, watching these now not fit. Do you know what? They are different lengths. Why are they different lengths? They're both genuine Hoover. Ah, no, I think they are handled. There we go. Ah, click in. Lovely. Oh, come on. Who knew fitting identical brush rolls would be so hard? Oh, thank you, kind dame. This is more like it. We're cooking with gas now, he says. Go in. There we go. Problem with old stuff, the tolerances are just terrible. There we are. Lovely, so it spins, it should loosen up. when we stick it on, what's next? Well, I'm just going to scrape off all of this crud here. Maybe just get the bench back and get all the gritty stuff out if I can find a tool. And then we have some anti-friction dry PTFE spray, which will be as better. Perfect for doing that. Now let's find a belt. What have we got? Wrong belt, pattern. That's the original belt. Aha! For Pro 119. That will do us. So we'll lob this on. We'll chuck it in. Line up the tabs. Put the belt on, which I always get wrong first time round, so it's probably just going to pop straight off. Well, that belt's perishing already, but it'll do for now. Where's it gone? There's the slide. We did pop off. Let's try it the other way. Marvellous. That will do. Time to do something about this cable. We didn't need those in the end. We'll put those there. And we'll pop off the two clips that hold the cable onto the bail. And we'll put them on slightly better the next time round. I can cheat here a little bit and just cut that off and feed this through and out like so. And now we need to crack open this mystical beast to get at the wiring. I've got a feeling I'm going to. Oh, there's a different screw here. Someone's been here before. Right, we have a lot of dust. A heck of a lot of dust. There we go. I just need to remember that the brown wire for there goes at the end and the blue wire goes in the middle. And we should be alright and there won't be a fire. Let's take this stupid cloth tape off. Oh, I hate doing this bit. Clean this up while we got it out because the other one is no better, so we'll use this. It's as clean as we need it to be, and this is where it all becomes a little bit do or die. So I've never used fancy braided cable before, let alone the horror of trying to feed it through a Hoover Junior cable protector. first thing we're going to do, turn the fan off and burn the ends down. Like so. Nah. Right, plan B, because if I push this through this sheet, it's just pushing that cable down. So what I think we should do is measure. That went into there and out. So if I leave myself a nice bit of slack, measure to there.
Cut the braiding off.
Pardon me?
Cut the braiding off.
That's a good idea, audience member. Is to just cut the braiding down to where it will be covered by the clamp. And the clamp can hold it steady. So if I just try and cut the braiding without cutting the actual cable too much, I don't like braiding. Come on. You're cut, why won't you move? Really? Aha! There we go. We'll just singe the ends of this just to stop it from moving anymore. Help, man. This is when we need that boiling pan of water. But it's not boiling anymore. So we'll try some good old fashioned WD-40, which should do the job just fine. Well, it all gets caught in the bits that go around the corners, because this would have been in this position for 30 odd years. There we go, look, there it is. Marvellous. Now, as an added bonus, the braiding does just tuck in to the end of there, like so. We can just clean the excess off. I'm trying to keep this braiding sort of clean. And if we just tidy up down here while we have access. This is metal. That's interesting. This isn't Bakelite at all. I don't think I've ever seen a metal based machine before. This is either heavily Bojack or something I don't know about. Who knows? We might have learnt something. If I just put that clamp back down. There we are. No, there we're not. What? Get there. Ah. There we go. While we're at this juncture, I can fire a little bit of lubricant. Oh, I'll just put the belt off it. At this back bearing, which will help. Nearly out of lubricant, and I should be able to put some enough down the front just to make a bit of a difference. There we are. We'll check the rest of the wiring because it's all of the age where it could need to be checked, and which will strip some cable down. Ooh, we have fancy 3-core flex here, which we don't need. So we'll just leave the earth swinging in the breeze out of the way. So now the neutral went here. I'm going to try and just stick it in without taking the whole thing apart, because I really can't be bothered. As long as it goes in and gets screwed down, it will be utterly fine. Utterly fine. I've left a little bit too much slack. But again, we can hide that. That's not really a major problem. Now I think we're going to have to go for gold and take out this terminal completely. Or actually just up like that might work. It might work. Ideally I want it underneath the original wire. Well, I probably should find some crimps, but life's too short for that, isn't it? Here we are. That'll do. No one's going to go in there again, so it hasn't got to be perfect. Good enough will do. Because obviously, oh no, that's not even good enough. That is actually terrible. So we will do it properly. We'll have this all the way out. This rather long screw. We'll cut even more off of this flex. We'll wrap it around the screw. There you go, that'll teach you. For trying to pull out on me on camera. She's just done again. You're not going backwards, that's fine. Nobody actually cares. Ooh, there it is. Well, these screws are different lengths as well. Well, this is a bit of a bits of machine, isn't it? Oh, it'll be an alright bits of machine when we're done with it. It'll be alright. No, I don't like that light terminal either. Maybe I should have done the job properly in the first place. That might have been a little bit easier, but not quite as fun. Where have I put that screw? Oh dear. You've lost a screw. Hang on. There it is. Door, you can crimp this back on properly another day. When he knows that we've done this, I'll tell him he just needs to pop some crimps in nicely. And then he needs to do a video because lots of people know that he now needs to do it. He'll like that. Gotcha! Lovely. Right, we're not messing around with the switch. It's a little bit stiff, but it'll be fine. Oh yes, somebody has painted over the ratings plate, which is always a fun sign. Not that we're going to be doing anything about that at all right now. We know it's a 119, blah blah blah. That doesn't actually tell us anything anyway. So we'll stick the screws in. We have one original screw. And if I just come down here, we can have two original screws, because I can take one from the scrap machine that just about has one left. There we go. Marvellous job. Also notice that these rear wheels are completely and utterly knackered. I'm not quite sure why either. They're very wobbly. Methinks that they are missing. They are. There should be a load of spacer washers there. And I haven't got anything I can use in its place. So I think this is going to have to stay probably for now. So I can't take it from the scrap one because it doesn't have its rear wheels, which is very annoying. So I'll tell Mr. Hooverlux. I think, oh no, yeah, I think I'm about to break through something. No, wait, I lie. There we go, look. Marvellous. Little squirt. I'll use WD-40 because there's none of that other lubricant left. Just to shut all that up, and we are in business. We can put the two clips back on, which are here on these very strong magnets, which you wouldn't want to use if you had a pacemaker. And they just push on by hand. They're very easy. Oh, where's the other one gone? Why do I keep losing things? Because I can't just press it down with the carpet. I'm going to stick this on the outside for now, just because I need to test the cable, obviously. I don't even know if this works. We don't know, do we? What I do know is we need a very perished cable guide. It goes up the middle of the handle, which is actually pretty knackered. Is this one any better? Heck no. That is screwed, so no, we are using this one. Get rid of some of this rubbish. Where is the cable grommet that sits at the bottom that I've here it is. Lovely. So we shall put the bottom handle in place. With the bottom handle screw. Lovely. Now we do need to snip these cable ties. I need to wipe my hands and have a drink. The cleaning lady's trying to fit a micro or mini USB into a USB-C phone. Scoreware. It should be fine, cleaning lady. It was on 70% when we started. Oh, well, right. This VT plug is very nice. However, it's not quite as nice as the lovely MK that is on the scrap machine. So that is what we are going to use for this machine. Because it would be quite, it's quite vintage and matches, I feel. Let's just get this cable clamp off. So I'm going to need to use this clamp to clamp the horrible furry covering on this cable. So that can come off and go there. Oh, it's an MK plug, which, although it's lovely, means we've got to strip quite a lot of cable off again. Do. Gosh. Let's put this on the clean side of the workbench. Like so. I'm going to need to set fire again. Let me just shut the fan off. Do. Turn the fan back on because it is rather warm tonight. Oh, you're not joking. No. This is going to be interesting. I've got to try. That's it, yes. Burn onto the outer. Haha. There we go. Right, let's fire this back over here. All over the rainbow that I believe is in front of us here on this delightful stage. Quite the special treat having an actual workbench. Oh, my back isn't liking it too much. Right, we're going to have to do some untwizzling on this cable at some point. Right, we'll lob the handle on. I've seen the two halves of the shell somewhere very, very recently. Here we go. So one side on there, t'other side on there. Stick the bolt through this side. And I think that is good to go. And we can wrap this cable, which I'm just going to brush off as it comes with this microfiber. It needs a good untangle though. Oh, crikey. Look at this, this is very stiff. Very stiff and unwieldy indeed. This is better. Ow, friction bones. Gorgeous. Now we've got to strip it all apart again. And we're going to need quite a lot this time. To go around the delightfulness of the MK plug. And I'm going to snip off the earth, because we don't want that in the way now. go, we'll pop the fuse out the way. And with these, it's much easier to take off completely. The terminal you want, and then around something suitable, bend the wire, poke it down. Oh my god, if I don't stop losing things, I'm going to be very annoyed. It's too long. Silly bitty bitty. It doesn't want to have anything to it at all, really. And I think the live might be a touch too much, but we should get away with that. Which I'm bothered now to fit in a normal screw terminal plug. Hey ho. There we go. I've just got to get as much of this sheathing back up as I can so we can clamp it down with the plug. Okay. And which will now be able to fire it up and see if it explodes or if it actually works still. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's just put the slack of the cables into there, put the fuse back in, hope that everything is perfectly aligned so the top screws on. If it doesn't, we've got to do all that again, but it is marvellous. Fantastic, and the lubricant that we put on the motor has helped tremendously. Let's just get the belt on the wrong way around a couple of times. Oh, marvellous. So this part is done. Just the slightly messy part to go, and we can call this quick and dirty refurbishment complete. Right, we got the bag to fit, although first I am just going to give the reclining mechanism just a little bit of lubrication, because it is a little bit stiff. So with what's left of this can of PTFE spray, that will do. We can fit the bag like so, and we best see if this thing works any better than it did when we got it out of what I presume was the scrap pile in the corner of Hooverlux's garage, and hope that Hooverlux himself likes what he sees when he sees it. that's not bad at all, although this rug isn't possibly the best to show. We might have to do a sand test another day. But luckily I have not specced up the bag, because the Happy Vacuum Cleaner Fairy, when I went for a wee just now, came and fitted a HEPA flow. The secret of which I cannot say, because it is a patented secret of which I do not know. So we'll pop that back on. We'll pretend we didn't see that and hope we don't all get killed. It's still vomiting sawdust, however. But that's fine, because this little Hoover Junior is now ready to show its owner whenever he may return. So for now, I shall bid you farewell. And thank you for watching me give this little 119 a little bit of a clean up and a spit and polish. And you don't always have to strip them completely apart to get them working a little bit better than they once did. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.